Welcome to today's video. Today's video I'm going to do 5 pros and 5 cons on the Hyundai Ioniq, new shape model with a 38 kWh battery. Now, one of my favourite things on the Hyundai Ioniq is the fact that it comes in so many trim levels, and the trim levels they come in are very, very high spec trim levels. This model I'm driving today has heated rear seats, front heated seats. They all have adaptive cruise control on these electric full electric versions only have adaptive cruise control. There's just so many sort of things that this car's got which comes on the top package, which you don't get from someone like Renault, for example. On the new Renault you don't get adaptive cruise control, where Hyundai have included it in this model, which makes it one of the bigger pros on this car. One of my main favourite features on this is this huge 10-inch touchscreen display, which has loads of advantages. First of all, it's touchscreen. First of all, it's 10-inch, and that's standard on the Hyundai Ioniq Electric. The other thing is, when you put it into reverse, not only do you get this big reverse camera, but you also get directions of your sensors. So you've got a nice big clear reverse sensor, where your sensors are, and it's a touchscreen, and I just think it's beautiful. Now, the one thing that everyone knows about the Hyundai Ioniq is the fact that it has unbelievable efficiency. Now, I spoke to Kevin, who owns one of these, and I've got lots of these facts off him, and he said he, even in the winter, is able to achieve 5 miles per kilowatt hour. Now, that doesn't mean anything to you unless you own an electric car currently, but to put that into perspective, that is the best efficiency of any EV in any class. Hyundai gets some unremarkable efficiency figures. So to put it into perspective, it is better than a Zoe, it's better than an i3. I think it's even better than a Model 3, but I'm sure someone can correct me down below in the comments. But the Hyundai efficiency is utterly amazing. One of the great pros on this car is the level of trims and options it comes with. So for example, you've got heated front seats, heated rear seats, cooled front seats, cruise control with bit distance control, and this is on all the models. Now, this high spec model that I've got has obviously the option leather, it's also got front parking sensors, but they all come loaded up with tremendous spec, and what I like about Hyundai's, you buy a top spec model and it really is packed with extras that other manufacturers either don't have as an option or don't give you included in the top spec. And that is one of the best things with Hyundai's. Now, to me, having an app on an electric vehicle is a must. First of all, it lets you climatise the car, so that's preheat the car, pre-cool the car, which is one of the best features of an EV, is that you can turn the heater on without any fumes or any exhaust fumes coming out. So in the winter, you can press a button, preset a timer, the car heats up, the ice demelts, gets rid of all the snow and all the ice off your car. So yes, this has an app, which is a massive pro on pretty much any EV, but the reason I've mentioned this app in particular on this EV is that the app allows you to do more things. It's very similar to the BMW app. Now, if you haven't seen my BMW i3 review, check it out top right. But it allows you to lock the car, unlock the car, send satellite navigations to the car. Just a very well-rounded app and very good app. Now, the one thing you get when you buy a Hyundai, and you'd expect it when you buy a Hyundai, is you get extremely good build quality, so everything is put together properly. There's plastic panels everywhere all put together, the panels align, the doors shut well, everything works, and the reliability of it is exactly what you'd expect from a Hyundai, which is extremely good quality. Now, although this is a 5 pros and 5 cons video, we still need to tell you some facts about the car, like battery sizes and stuff like that. Now, first of all, what I want you to do down below is click the subscribe button, click that notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I make a new video, which at the moment is every single week. This car comes with a 38.3 kilowatt size, 38.3 kilowatt size battery, kilowatt hour battery. So that's the size of the battery that's usable in the car. I don't know what the total capacity is, but the usable is 38.3. Now, this neatly brings me on to one of my cons, which is I honestly do not think that the battery is big enough. I think Hyundai have cheaped out on us a little bit. I do believe that The winter range, they should have had a little bit more, and we should be seeing minimum of 200 miles in the winter, which you just don't with this battery size. It could have done with a 50 or even the 60 kilowatt battery out of the Kona, just to take it over that 200 mile mark for the winter. Some of you may know, in the past, my comment with the Hyundai Kona was that it drives a little bit lapsadaisy. It drives a bit wandery, like most Hyundais. This is a little bit better, but it's definitely not as tight as the Zoe. It's a lot quicker, but it's not. It doesn't grip. It doesn't hold. It's not as fun. If I was doing motorway driving, you know, that kind of driving, be fine. If I want to have a little bit of fun driving around A roads and B roads, then I would definitely take the Zoe over this, 100%. It's still nice to drive though. It's definitely better than the Kona, but it's not as tight, not as strong, sort of steered as the Renault Zoe. Now, another con on this is the disadvantage with the charging speed. First of all, the AC is only capable of 7 kilowatts, and the CCS port at the bottom is capable of up to 50 kilowatts. But most people reported much less than that, and some people reported that the older model, the outgoing model version of this with a smaller battery, was capable of much higher sustained speeds for longer periods. Now, another major con people have noticed on these is the alloy wheels that come with it are not great. There's not many options on them, and they all come with this horrible plastic cover on top. Now, this is to improve the efficiency, which is why Tesla Model 3s have a similar thing, but they don't look great, and there's not many options to change it to a sporty or better looking wheel. So that to me is one of the major cons with the exterior, that it just detracts from it. Absolutely terrible visibility behind me. Now, this is made up for by the fact that you can view the rear camera on the sat-nav while you're driving, which is great, but that poor visibility has no rear wiper and is terrible to see out of. And I like cars with good visibility, and this has got a lot of blind spots, and the rear is one of them. I hope you enjoyed today's video on the review on the Hyundai Ioniq. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to go and click subscribe down below, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Now, one of the pros on the new Hyundai